Hello. On this segment of Politics, Power, and Prejudice with the Minority Woman Contingent, we will discuss the Bell corruption case in Southern California. I am your host, Pastor Lynn Gavin. In the city of Bell, as some of you may recall, that several city administrators who were in charge of running the city, dealing with the finances, were charged with embezzling millions of dollars from the city. In my records, the city of Bell is a working class community. Average income is just below 50,000, and however, you had people who were in charge of the city paying themselves exorbitant fees. And in terms of Mr. Rizzo, the city administrator, he was paying himself $1.5 million a year. It is truly incredible. They did bankrupt the city of Bell, as those of you may recall. Mr. Rizzo was found guilty. In the federal court, he received 36 months to be in jail. And in the state courts, I think he received 12 years. Well, the city of Bell, for many years to come, the residents are going to have to pay higher taxes to try to unravel and undo the money that was stolen from them. I have an issue with the light sentence for Mr. Rizzo, the former city administrator, because I think his sentence should be a lot harsher. Mr. Rizzo was paying himself $1.5 million a year. He's retired, and under California law, he will receive his pension and all of the other perks that came along with the job, because he retired before he was actually found guilty in state and federal court. And I'm also saddened by the fact that in the Superior Court in Southern California, in Judge Kathleen Kennedy's courtroom, the jury just fell apart. It seems as though the jury could not decide on the harsher penalties for the Bell victims that was put before them. It was very chaotic, and it was intimidating. I think some jurors were coercing others. So things really fell apart in the second phase of sentencing the defendants to a more harsher sentence. And so the judge it had to just stop. She had to stop it there. But it in the classroom is called management skills. And so I'm wondering what happened with the jurors and how that was allowed to happen, in the intimidation of the jurors. But I do think that the prosecutors are to blame, because they threw so many documents at the jury, thousands of documents. And the jurors are just like you and I, they're lay people. Even though the answer may be in there, you must prove your case. And I don't think it was a wise thing to do, because at one point, KTLA reported the jury stopped reading the documents and started to just take notes. So prosecutors have to prove their cases and not expect for the juries to find the answers for them. So once again, this ended on an interesting note, and I will be back with further reporting when everyone has been sentenced in the case involving the corruption scandal at Bell. Thank you for joining Politics, Power, and Prejudice. I am your host, Pastor Lynn Gavin.